Good day, folks. How are you doing? Welcome back to Film Time for another dose of the hit reality series, Kitchen Nightmares. Kitchen Nightmares is a reality show where Chef Gordon Ramsay visits failing restaurants to help revive the business. So today, we'll be talking about Kitchen Nightmares' craziest restaurant owners. Without further ado, let's dive right in. Number 1. Michael Bar-David. Our number 1 on the list will be the French wannabe restaurant owner, Michael Bar-David, whose resume as a chef in various French restaurants convinced him he could run a restaurant with finesse in French cuisines. Turns out, his food is tasteless, and his cold storage is full of mold and maggots. He had angered Gordon Ramsay, the host of the hit show, so much that Ramsay called him a French pig. Number 2. Delusional Alan Saffron. If a restaurant owner believes there's a Yelp conspiracy theory about him and his restaurants, then yes, you have a crazy restaurant owner even Gordon Ramsay couldn't make sense of. Alan had stolen his son's inheritance to open his own restaurant, which has always been a long-time dream of his. Never informed his son even after the restaurant was opened, and 16 months later, the business is crumbling. Alan also believed in a Yelp conspiracy theory where the website is deleting all of his 5-star reviews. Number 3. Sleepy, Grumpy, and Dopey. If you could be nicknamed by Gordon Ramsay, Sleepy, Grumpy, and Dopey, then you must know you are a crazy restaurant owner. Gordon had turned up to save Black Pearl, a restaurant owned by David Leonard and his 2 partners, Greg and Brian, but things turned out sour when David continued to butt heads with Gordon. The restaurant owner blamed everyone but ruined himself for the failure of the business, and even wrote a scathing letter to Gordon Ramsay, blaming him for ruining his restaurant and reputation, despite the free makeover given to his restaurant by Gordon. Number 4. Amy's Baking Company. We have to hand it to the owners of the outlandish company, because they made history as the only restaurant Gordon Ramsay has ever walked out of. He outrightly refused to help the restaurant as the owners were very rude to both their staff and Gordon. Some moments even showed them being rude to customers, which is funny because there's obviously a direct link between customers and success. These 2 delusional couples eventually took their craziness to social media, but later claimed their account was hacked. It's no surprise the restaurant has closed down. Number 5. Joe Nagy. Joe started on the wrong foot by advertising that his restaurant offers farm to fork, and then it's revealed that the ingredients used are actually from frozen or grocery stores. All his claims to have studied under great culinary masters were refuted as he failed to even produce a single name. According to his staff, Joe was also rude and extremely arrogant, which led to many arguments with Gordon, as Joe failed to see reason. He later filed a lawsuit against the show's staff as he claimed that they stole his kitchen equipment, food, and even damaged his property. Yep, talk about a makeover gone sour. Number 6. Sebastian de Monica. Sebastian either wants to be an actor or a restaurateur, but he couldn't stick to one, and it eventually affected his business. He also made the mistake of hiring staff that also had the dream of being in one of Hollywood movies or the other. In other words, his dedicated staff are less than aspiring actors parading as staff. Sebastian was also a force to be reckoned with, as he refuses to listen to Gordon even though his restaurant serves stale food. He gets mood swings and doesn't get along with anyone, hence the constant change in staff. He also thinks highly of his culinary skills and mixes combinations that simply do not match. Despite Gordon's improvement, Sebastian eventually went back to his old ways after the renowned chef left and the restaurant closed down. Number 7. Katie Ello. It's obvious the owners of this particular restaurant hoped Gordon would be able to save their marriage rather than their failing restaurant, at least judging by the fact that the couple believed the success of the restaurant would revive their marriage. But not even the state of their marriage could prepare Gordon for the pile of worms he found in the food, or the expired food products that they have been using for years. In other words, the restaurant's been giving customers food poisoning for years. When Gordon pointed out the state of the restaurant, the owners and the head chef refused to listen. The head chef blamed everyone but himself for the state of the restaurant. The restaurant eventually closed down. Number 8. Spanish Pavilion. Spanish Pavilion was a family business that ended up in the wrong hands. Antonio Fernandez, the founder of the restaurant, handed over the restaurant to his daughter and grandsons, which turned out to be a grand mistake, as his grandsons were always at odds with one another and the restaurant was already $500,000 in debt. And the reason wasn't far to be discovered, as Gordon discovered that the restaurant houses dead lobsters and piles of raw decayed meats stacked on top of each other. The amount of meat and chicken found surprised Gordon, who continued to wonder why the restaurant kept ordering meats when they have no customers. There you have it, guys. Kitchen Nightmare's craziest restaurant owners. Did you enjoy the video? Which of these owners do you find extremely crazy? Share your thoughts with the others in the comment section, and if you enjoyed the video, please do not hesitate to click the like button. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more awesome content just like this. You can also turn on the bell icon for notifications of our future posts. We hope to see you again soon. Adios.